you want to do start introductions, please? Starting at this end because you're close.
Hi, I'm Amy and I play Screwtape.
I'm Kelsey and I play Montmartre.
I'm Alex, I play Gottlieb.
I'm Andrew and I play Jasper.
Yay.
Now we're all
Questions?
Yeah.
Any questions from the house? Any questions at all?
Q's, A's.
About the show, about...
Actually, probably
Just
you
give
don't
us
have the A's.
answers.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's like Jeopardy.
Go ahead.
What?
English accents. I can't do one. How long does it take you to perfect?
Good question.
I've been acting since I was about 6. So when you're in Canada, you very frequently are asked to do one. If you go through the theater school program, which I did, but not till my 20s, they spend about a year specifically teaching you to do an English accent. In Canada, they want you to sound either British or American, because a lot of British and American shows film here, and they don't want you to sound Canadian.
Yeah.
So you just spend a lot of time doing it.
I'm just really good at mimicking people.
Yeah.
I think the only other show, would Mary Poppins, I think is the only other show I've done where I had a British accent, so.
And in the summer, we just did The Importance of Being Earnest. So that is where I learned, and I don't know
I was
how
on the
long it
crew
took.
for that
but-
one.
And you did a great job.
Hannah and I swapped places, yeah.
It's about the same here. Just when I was a kid, I liked making fun of impersonating or hearing things. So my best friend's dad was Scottish, so I just picked it up there. And then when I hear things, I just always want to kind of imitate them. And as long as they sound relatively inoffensive or like true to tone or passable at best, I feel good about them. And I draw inspiration from the people that are around me. And last summer we did Earnest. We got some good coaching from John down here. Yeah. Very
Yay!
She's got the real thing.
Just pull from your resources and try to get it right.
Yeah, and find out what a boff mat is.
That was the one thing that came to John for.
Took me forever.
I was going to say they were all excellent, but that Cockney accent was all
Well, it's one of those things like you hear it and you don't want to be Dick Van Dyke, right? That's the lowest bar, but you want to be like there's people like Jason Statham and Adele and people, and you listen to them talk and you just hear the specific ways they say specific phrases and the kind of poetry of it. And you just kind of impersonate that and you let go of things, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that.
Was I the only person in the room who got a babble play for Liverpool?
Yeah! Thank you. It's a silly.
We knew that everyone.
It's a silly throwaway.
It's one in every crowd. Yeah.
Yeah. Little isms. Yeah.
And great wellies.
I was
You're off stage.
Yes, Jerry.
Yeah, you were saying that this is a world premiere for this, for Cherubs, right? It's never been done anywhere.
Never been done on stage
Actually,
before.
yeah, I guess it'd be yeah, never done the same.
If I asked you how you actually got a hold of the place and found it, if it wasn't even finished yet?
I'm sorry,
How
because...
did we get a hold of it? Was it finished
Oh.
yet?
Amy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually originated Screwtape in the original UK workshops. So it was originally part of a company called the New Works Playhouse, which was developed in England during the pandemic to showcase the work of new authors and to provide them with actors to do table reads, to do workshops, to have brand new scripts read out loud and get to the point where either they get turned into animated films or they go on to become full shows. So I was in the original workshop for Cherubs. I was on that company's roster, so I ended up auditioning and placing it there. And when we were looking for our first show to do, it was one that I loved doing. It's one of the favorite roles I've done, and Toby, who's the author, was so excited when we approached him and said, what would you think about doing a stage premiere in Canada with humans in the room instead of on microphones? And he was thrilled. So he rewrote a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It went through major rewrites from the workshop version to this version, and yeah, so that was the process, and he's very excited.
Well,
Yeah.
are you going to videotape it so we can see it? Oh,
For him.
Yeah.
He's in Switzerland, so we lack the budget to fly him to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the rewrite was to take out a lot of the swear words, right?
Yeah.
we've been made that admirably.
We did remove a few. We were like, that
Yeah,
one
there
works
were-
in the UK, that doesn't work here.
Yeah. terms of endearments that perhaps don't.
So just curious then, Amy, how did, when you were workshopping Screwtape, how did that kind of arc happen? What difference was it when you came to this?
Can I tell them what happens here in the original?
No.
No.
No, you can't because
That's Toby's. I'll just say that Screwtape's ending in the original script is very different than this. So the first act is basically the same for me. The second act is completely different.
the story arc for the the four characters is, Jasper's is pretty consistent. It changed, quite a drastic change from Jasper at the end. But the other three characters, their story arcs were entirely different. What I got excited about when I read the script and approached Toby wasn't there. He said, I'll rewrite, I bookshelved it after we workshopped it, but before I want it performed, I want to rework some of it. I'll get you a new copy, a new script in the new year. This is November of 20, like last November. So first week of January rolls by, and I'm seeing Instagram posts from Toby where he's out skiing on weekends. Scripts. And I'm going, I get the email, and I read the script, and I'm going, well, that's different. And it's what you saw tonight. And the story arcs for the three characters are so much more powerful. And these lads and lasses were able to portray those arcs for you. I think they did well.
So how long do you guys spend sort of like working on this perfection up until this show tonight?
How many rehearsals do we have? 2 months?
Yeah, we rehearsed
Several
on
sets of
2 months of
weekends.
weekends.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
16?
Yeah.
I can't remember how many hours. It wasn't long.
Yeah,
No.
it seems like a lot of time, but when you only have a Saturday, Sunday for like 10 to 4 or whatever it is, it's not a lot of time to figure it out, to workshop it, to make mistakes, to move places, to rewrite where you're moving and why, and then let things organically take shape too. And then to figure out the relationships, to figure out the vocabulary and just how to work with each other. And then adding every element you add to it, the set, the pieces, the props, getting the book out of your hands too. Every time you do something new to the show or when you're in the rehearsal process, it throws you through another loop that you have to overcome in that moment too.
And then adding in the water.
Yeah,
Oh,
tonight,
yeah.
tonight
That
was the
was
first
tonight.
night with water.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you guys enjoyed
We
it.
were wet.
It was a test.
Kelsey, I have to say, when you came out and you guys were talking there, your glasses were all fogged
When I went
up.
backstage, I took them
Wow,
off, and I
they went down to perfection
I
there.
had this in my pocket. I knew it was going to happen at some point. So, because these are actually mine. I need them. I need them to see.
I thought that was so great.
Yeah.
And the set was well done too.
Yeah,
by the
Oh,
way,
the set is
all the little
incredible.
nuance, all the little nuance,
Yeah, please, yes.
all the little nuance things that are just everywhere. Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
That's everybody.
Oh, yeah.
At the beginning of this, I knew set decoration was going to be horrendous because these two folks have been around for 4,000 years, and in order to cope with those 4,000 years, as well as consuming vast quantities of
Oh, yeah.
hallucinogens, they would find something somewhere and go, oh, that's pretty, and they'd bring it
Right.
home and
Right.
put it on the shelf because it's pretty and it's distracting from their lives and or existences, and they'd forget about it because it wasn't interesting anymore because they found a new bauble. So the house is full of crap.
Yeah.
A lot like, well, no, it's been cleaned up lately, but yes,
Yeah,
okay, my
looks like they
place. Anyway,
transplanted the thrift warehouse.
every actor was told, every actor and crew member was told, in order to be in this show, you had to bring 10 pieces of something to put on the set. So,
Very neat.
Very good.
and I got to bring 17 pieces of flats. Yes,
Yep.
I want to know that because you know each other and you've worked together before, does that also make it easier to work together?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of trust there, and we all have, pretty positive personalities, and we're really good at all the troubleshooting, and knew that, we're comfortable with each other. If something went wrong, you can kind of ad-lib in the moment, and everything will be fine, right? And everyone involved, like crew, Tim, everybody, us, all get along superbly, so it makes it perfect.
There's no ego in the room. It's
Yeah.
just everybody wanting to contribute whatever they can in that moment on that day to make this as good as possible.
The
So
great thing is too, is this is a premiere, so you have nothing else to compare it to.
This is true.
But there is so much excitement to that.
Yeah.
There really
Yeah.
is, so
Mhm.
well done. I
Thank
mean,
you.
really, that was a lot of creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can all go home.
There are no more.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you for being an awesome audience.
He's the best pass I've ever directed.